Hey guys, it's Taylor Fry and
Jason
Fry, and he's gonna be in the video for a little bit because he wants to get back to his video games. Tell him what game you're playing.
I don't know what it is.
I think it's H1Z1.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like Fortnite. I don't know. They're obsessed with that. H1Z1.
Yeah, H1Z1. Wait, Gigi and Papa don't have that one.
No, they don't. Coco doesn't.
No, they don't have no, they don't have YouTube.
They have YouTube
Where?
at their house.
No, they don't have YouTube on the really big TV.
Yeah, they do. They can get it on there.
How?
I don't know. They just download it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Say peace out.
Peace.
Say deuces. I've had a lot of people actually message me and ask me if I could do like a personal video of kind of talking about our life. So I'm gonna start off by talking about Army life and all of that stuff. Really, I love the Army life. I wouldn't change this life or trade it for anything. It's hard sometimes because you get so lonely, and sometimes it's hard to make friends and people come and go and you are kind of far away from your family, and you know, you never get a break from the kids, and sometimes it's really hard, but for the most part, I really love the Army life. I love it. It's such a good life. There's so many things to do around here, so many things that are kid-friendly. I love the school system. It's very protected because my kids go to school on base or post, and I love it. It's so like protected and safe, and we live on the post as well, and I feel so much like better rather than living out in the civilian world. A lot of the times though, Chance is gone, and that part is really hard. I have to explain to the kids, okay, well, Daddy's got to go to the field for a couple weeks or a couple days or whatever, and deployments, it's like we really have to prepare ourselves, which we've only been through one, but I mean, it really opened our eyes to kind of show us what this life was all about. And it's really, really, really tough. It's not fun when deployment is just, if I can describe it in one word, it's just complete chaos. Because you kind of know last minute what day you're gonna leave, and you kind of have to mentally prepare yourself. We were only married for 6 months, and we were only here for 6 months before he was gone again. And it was just, oh my gosh, it felt like a nightmare because I was pregnant, and I was like, what am I gonna do with 2 kids and another one on the way? Like, I can't do this by myself. I can't. I always told myself every single day when I woke up, like, you know, you just gotta push yourself, you gotta push yourself, you gotta push yourself. I mean, I always thought Chance had it much worse than I did, because he did. He really did. I'm like, here I am complaining about, you know, having to sit here and raise kids by myself, but he was in a desert not knowing if he was gonna come home or not. Like, it was just really hard. And I know on his mindset, he was, you know, really striving for me and the kids and wanting to come home again. And that's something that you really have to do, is just pray as much as you can and as often as you can, because I mean, God really helped all of us get through that hard time. The kids have actually a pretty good time with the deployments. We do a lot of activities, and or whenever he goes to the field deployments or whatever, and we do a lot of fun activities, and I try to keep it like always going and making sure that the time will pass quicker for them. Almost not that they'll forget their dad, but to make the time pass. The toughest one really out of all 3 of the kids is Chasen, because he's older. He knows that when Daddy's home that he can't get away with a whole lot, but when Mommy's home, he knows that it's 3 against 1, and he knows that he can get away with a lot more. Not even that he can get away with a lot more, but he really tries to push the envelope. Don't you? That kid's crazy. He's crazy. I'm only 22 years old, and I have 3 kids and 1 on the way, and it is really hard to find girls who have the same thing in common as me, because all the other girls who have 3, 4 kids, they are in their later 20s, early 30s, late 30s. It's really hard to find friends who I have a lot in common with. because there is such an age gap. It's very, I don't want to say I'm like too mature for girls my age, because I'm not, but I'm at a different place in my life than girls my age. Like they're either having one kid or they have no kids, or most girls my age are graduating college and they're, you know, some of them are still like partying it up, which nothing wrong with that, but I am just in a completely different stage in my life. I am a full-time mother. It is hard sometimes. I want to lose crap like all the time, but I don't, because I love my kids. But anyways, I absolutely find it so hard to keep a friend because they just come and go all the time. Literally, people are staying here for a while and then they're moving to Hawaii. And then, but you know, you make really good friendships along the way, but it's just really hard to find new friends. And then you get the ones who are weird and that are just weird. And then you get ones who don't like your kids because they don't have any kids. And it's like, okay, whatever. But I'm not gonna hang out with you because you don't like my babies, we can't be friends. A lot of people have asked me if Chance and I are done having children, and the answer is yes. We wanted to be done the last time. I completely understand where people are coming though when they ask me that question, because we thought we were done with the last one, but you know, God had other plans, and I can't say when, but they are kind of already talking about another deployment, and I know it's going to be really hard because I'll have 4 kids, but I can do it. I know I can, because I did it once with 3 kids, and I'll have to do it with another. I mean, I really have no choice. I have to suck it up and do it. But you know, I am so beyond excited to have another baby. I wasn't at first, and I feel really bad to say that, but it was really hard to accept the fact that I was gonna be a mom again. Like, oh my goodness. But then I've lost a baby before in between Jason and Mela, and anytime I ever think about that, I'm like, I'm so grateful that I've been able to make it as far in my pregnancy. And every week that comes, I'm like, so thankful, so thankful, so thankful. I was really kicking myself in the beginning because I'm like, why am I upset? Like, this is a blessing. And really scared to tell people because I know a lot of people have their opinions, and that's fine, you can have your opinions. But, you know, I know that I'm alone, and I know things are tough. I know that my kids are crazy, but I would not trade this life for anything. And me getting to be a spouse of a man who risked his life for our country, and just the love and dedication that he has for our family and everyone in America, I'm very honored to be married to somebody like that. And I know that our kids are very, very grateful for their daddy. Well, thanks for watching. If you'd like to like and subscribe, you can. I know this sounds super dorky, and I know you guys probably think this is so cheesy, because I think it's cheesy. But I'm going to try to get better on my vlogging skills, so stay tuned for the next episode. This was kind of an army-based topic, I guess you could say. So if you have any other topics that you want me to talk about, or things that you want me to do with the kids, or anything like that, just comment below, and I will try to get back to your messages, and I will try to do more videos that you suggest.